5-star characters, the most exciting, strongest, show-stopping characters in all of Genshin Impact. You gotta save up all your primos, skipping banner after banner just to guarantee you can bring them home. Well, some of them make such strong duos that they pretty much unlock the final form of one another. So now you gotta bring home 2. I'm just kidding, but I wanted to make this video breaking down the best 5-star duos in Genshin Impact because who you spend your Primo Gems on is very important. If you are a die-hard Xiao fan and you want to pick up a new 5-star that's going to help him pop off the hardest, I got you. Or if you're just a meta player who wants to pick up some really strong duos, hey, this is going to help you too. But homies, disclaimer, no character in Genshin Impact needs another character for them to be able to function. The combat system in Genshin leaves a lot of room for creativity. Every character can do super well with dozens of different teammates. So this is not the definitive meta law list. This is just some fun and food for thought. And of course, guys, there are so many combinations of characters in Genshin. I'm not gonna be able to say them all. So if you got a favorite combo and I didn't say it, you could put it down in the comments if you want. Let's kick it off with an oldie but goodie, Ganyu and Venti for Ganyu Freeze. Yes, this combo from the boomer days of Genshin is still very strong. But let me break down why their synergy is so strong, and it goes a lot deeper than you may think. Now, this word may surface up some tucked away horrible memories of high school math class, quadratic. Ganyu's burst has quadratic scaling. Look, I don't like to get too dweeby in these videos, okay, for the audience retention, so let's take a look at this visual. So Ganyu's burst drops 50 ice shards over 15 seconds, and how they are programmed to target enemies makes it so that each icicle is actually a separate entity. So if enemies are close enough to each other, they can receive the splash damage from another target's ice shard, including their own. This can effectively turn 300 damage of 3 separate ice shards into 900 damage split between 3 enemies. And you know who makes enemies get really close to each other? Your boy Venti. This is another added layer on top of a very obvious synergy they've already had together since day one. Ganyu Freeze wants an Anemo character with Viridescent Venom to amplify her cryo damage, and she also wants the enemies to be as close together as they can so that they all get hit by her charge attack, right? And if all the enemies are grouped, it makes it easier to freeze them all. So if you are a Ganyu lover, Venti is capable of this where someone like Kazuha is not. So Venti might just be the perfect pickup for your Ganyu. Let's keep it going with another classic Genshin combo in Xiao and his old pal, Zhongli. Now look, I'm not making this video unbelievably obvious. We all know DPS characters like having a shield so they don't get knocked around, right? So what makes Xiao so special? Xiao is obviously an Anemo DPS, but Anemo DPSs have it rough here in Genshin. Anemo is the element with the smallest amount of mechanics in the game to amplify their damage. And Zhongli is a rare character that can actually amplify Anemo damage. Zhongli's shield will decrease nearby enemies' elemental res. Yes, any element, including Anemo. So this, along with massive shields, is keeping Xiao healthy, unstaggerable, and boosting up his Anemo damage at the same time. Not to mention, Zhongli fulfills half the requirements of getting another bonus that Xiao very much so desires, Geo Resonance. Look, I know we rag on Geo characters a lot. They do need some work, but they do have one fire thing about them, Geo Resonance. It's one of the best resonances in the game. It boosts up shield health, great, we love that. And then any character that's protected by a shield, straight up just does more damage. So if you throw another Geo character on there, it is straight up just another way to amplify Xiao's hard to amplify Anemo damage. Plus, this duo is canon, so you can't go wrong. All right, this is the last mention of Geo in this video. I promise. Itto and Albedo. Itto, for what it's worth, is an amazing DPS character. He just requires some weird team comps that are usually filled with a bunch of different Geo characters, and that's where Albedo comes in. So look, I know Albedo isn't some meta shattering character, but he does a lot of off-field Geo damage. Because look, Itto, he's a ball hog. He's trying to steal the show. He's got to be on field for a long time to pump out all his Geo damage. Plus, he scales off defense just like Itto. Look, if you are an Itto main, you are going to be running Itto with the support that was made to be used with him, Goro. And Albedo is going to enjoy Goro's company all the same. Man's best friend, am I right? I know this video is not about 4-star duos, but like, come on, bro. If you're an Itto main or you want to use your Itto, you gotta get yourself a Goro. He's made for him, okay? Try to get one. Goro also has a 3 Geo character requirement to get all the bonuses from his kit, and he counts as one. So with Itto and then now Albedo, you fulfill all the requirements, and Goro is gonna be working at maximum efficiency. While it's not fancy, cause well, Geo teams just aren't all that deep right now, having a off-field sub DPS Geo character with Itto is a perfect match. Another perfect pair is you and subscribing to the channel. Look, I'm trying to hit 50K subs by the end of the year. It would be an absolute dream come true. So if you guys are enjoying the content, drop a sub. Next pair. Let's get a bit more modern with 2 meta-destroying queens, Nilou and Nahida. Look, it wouldn't be an Eakes video without me mentioning that Nilou's broken, okay? For Nilou to become Teyvat's Oppenheimer, she needs 2 things to happen: to be on a team with only Dendro and Hydro characters, and well, for the team to create some blooms. Nahida is the best Dendro character in the game, and it is not even close. And a huge contributor to this elite status she holds is because of her insanely long-lasting off-field Dendro application through her Tri-Karma purification. This much off-field Dendro makes creating constant blooms easy. Nahida can also give up to 250 elemental mastery to the on-field character through her Ascension 1 passive, and as you should know, if you don't, elemental mastery is the fuel for these bloom bombs. Nilou teams can successfully function on a budget with completely free-to-play characters, but when Nilou gets her #1 support in Nahida, she becomes an absolute force of nature. All right, if you thought that one was obvious, let me get another obvious one out of the way. Ayaka and Shenhe. Okay, look, Shenhe was pretty much created to be a dedicated Ayaka support. At least it feels that way until we get some more cool Cryo DPS options. So with how Ayaka's kit works, she functions extremely well with other Cryo characters. Whether it is a mono Cryo team or she's on a freeze team, they are perfect for her. Ayaka can have a little bit of trouble working with other elements. And so Shenhe is a Cryo damage buffer, amplifying the damage of all of her Cryo allies in so many different ways. Her Icy Quills boosting the burst, skills, normal attacks, charge attacks of her Cryo allies' Cryo damage. Her burst lowers the Cryo res of enemies inside of it. Her A1 passive raises the Cryo damage bonus of the on-field character. This is getting ridiculous. Shenhe is also the 2nd Cryo character on the team to fulfill Cryo Resonance, which is a bonus that Ayaka desperately needs. While Shenhe and Ayaka, mostly Ayaka, can function decent enough without one another, they are an absolute match made in heaven, and when they're paired up, they can take each other to new heights. Finally, a little something for Fontaine's first 5-star, Lyney and Kazuha. Okay, we all know Kazuha is goated on, well, pretty much every team in the entire game, but Lyney has a very peculiar kit and really enjoys Kazuha's presence. Lyney is a mono Pyro fiend. He wants to be on a mono Pyro team with 3 Pyro characters and 1 Anemo character for Viridescent Venom Shred to overwhelm the enemies with Pyro damage. So yes, Kazuha can be that Anemo character to shred with Viridescent Venom, but Kazuha does something a little extra. With Kazuha's Ascension 4 passive, when he swirls with an element, he gives all allies on the team an elemental damage bonus % buff to that element based on his EM. With this passive, Kazuha is able to take his team's damage amplification, especially on mono elemental teams, to the next level. This is just another reason why we want to stack EM on Kazuha. But guys, look, Lyney, he wants to be on a mono Pyro team almost all the time. So we might as well get Kazuha in on this mono Pyro action to do some of the highest damage Lyney can do. Look, I know there's so many other obvious combinations out there, like Hu Tao and Yelan, or Yoimiya and Yelan, or any character and Yelan, or any character and Nahida. I wanted to highlight combinations with a little more nuance and a little bit more deep synergies within their kits that you may not have realized. And of course, like I said, to potentially just help you figure out who you may want to pull next to help out your main or your favorite character. Or just be like me and say for Fontaine chicks, that's cool too. Homies, thank you guys for watching. As always, we are on the dream run of hitting 50K subs by the end of the year. So please check if you're subbed to the channel, drop that sub. The like and the comment help the channel too, okay? Get us out to more people. Big shout outs to the patrons, homies. Zik, Baked Sayu, Poison Tongue Boy, Caldo, Meow, Sumi. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for the support. And homies, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are having fun with Fontaine. Peace, everybody.